ma'am?
No headbanging.
Stage 7! Give it up for Casey and the Moonshine Band!
Let's hear it for Konza Swamp!
We're all the fast food junkies from the 1st of Kansas.
Hello, Rangers, y'all. Springfield, Missouri. Good to be here.
We're the Prairie Acre and we're from Warren.
We're hunting the hog from Netherland, Colorado.
Jeff and Vita Band! Pay tribute to Kirk Grunstrom is to bring up Spritler Brayfield. So that's the title song, Truckstop Honeymoon. Truckstop Honeymoon's debut CD, titled Truckstop Honeymoon.
Are there any Bible schools right by here tonight?
Welcome everyone to Stage 7's inaugural podcast. With this first episode, we're going to focus on the single greatest band to ever perform on our stage. That would be Truckstop Honeymoon. Now we say greatest, which is always subjective, but for Stage 7, Truckstop Honeymoon is the greatest band. They performed multiple nights each year from 2003 through 2013 and drew a full crowd every single time. In those 10 years, they played, I think, 32 times on our stage, performing a total of around 300 songs. We got to watch as they evolved from a newlywed couple with a child and one on the way to a family of 6 musicians and artists. Each year, they brought with them a new album, and every other year, seemingly, a new child. Their creativity and artistic output over this time period were incredible. Looking back, Stage 7 just happened to be in the right place at the right time. We were extremely lucky to have Mike and Katie perform for us every chance they could. They were the first to perform every day on Stage 7, Wednesday through Saturday. What's even more impressive was that they developed such a repertoire of songs that they rarely repeated themselves each night. Stage 7 became the place to see Truckstop Honeymoon in Pecan Grove. We were able to capture the vast majority of Truckstop Honeymoon's performances on Stage 7 between 2003 and 2013. We went through all 31 recorded sets, all 284 recorded songs. That's 19.2 hours. Whew. And plucked the absolute best. This was a daunting task, to say the least. But we were able to siphon it down to 60 individually unique songs, which we will present over 3 separate episodes. That's how many there are. So, before going further, there are a few rules we implemented when putting this project together. We started from the first set on Wednesday, September 17, 2003. And we went chronologically through the 10-year period they performed on Stage 7. We did not select any repeats, even though we know we would have to break this up into multiple episodes. We wanted to showcase the breadth of the songs in the repertoire of Truckstop Honeymoon, not just the popular ones. Finally, we selected songs from actual Truckstop Honeymoon albums. There were many songs performed during the early years that came from Mike West's solo albums. We decided not to include these songs in this retrospective, and we decided we will make a separate Mike West retrospective at a later date, soon to come. So we will hopefully, capture all those songs that everyone wants to hear. Songs like Save Your Seas, Yard Sale, Tugboat Captain, that's just an few. Okay, enough with all the parameters and BS. Let's get on with this retrospective. First, we have to have an extremely quick background history for those campers just joining our campsite conversation. Mike West was born and grew up in Australia. Moved to England in his 20s and was in the Manchester music scene in the mid to late 80s. In the early 90s, Mike relocated to the United States. He eventually found himself in New Orleans and slowly established himself as a dedicated musician in the local music scene. He started a recording studio out of his house and named it after the neighborhood and neighbors where he seemed to get a lot of his song inspiration. The 9th Ward Pecan Grove. Katie Euliss was born and raised in Florida, moved to the Pacific Northwest in the early 90s during her teenage years, and eventually found her way to New Orleans, where she immersed herself into the music scene as well. It was in New Orleans in the early 2000s where Mike and Katie met, and Truckstop Honeymoon soon was formed. And now, the Greater Konza Swamp Association presents this trip into the Wayback Machine to experience the absolute best of Truckstop Honeymoon on Stage 7 in the Pecan Grove.
So that's the title song, Truckstop Honeymoon. Truckstop Honeymoon's debut CD,
entitled Truckstop Honeymoon.
Are there any Bible school dropouts here tonight?
I like Motorhead, if anybody's old enough to remember Motorhead. The first single was Motorhead from the band Motorhead. The album, Motorhead. An example of Truckstop Honeymoon was a lot of Katie and I.
Are you
A lot of very romantic music.
As ever, we are accepting.
Donations.
Mike West Ministries back in action?
Absolutely. The ministry, after some difficulty with the IRS, is back in force. And as you know, we're not allowed to sell merchandise here at Winfield without a profit permit, so we do not sell merchandise. We just give it away.
So generous.
Yes, indeed. Free CDs for everybody who makes a donation.
A minimum of.
A suggested minimum donation of perhaps $15 or perhaps $25, and you may get
2 CDs.
2 CDs complimentary.
Maybe even a bumper sticker.
Maybe even a squirrel, Nature's Little Speed Bumps.
If you would like to make a
Bumper
donation,
sticker.
we could reward your kindness with something like this, even.
Yes, maternity wear. What all you fellers need, yes indeed. Yes, we have t-shirts, wife beaters, and now
Hoodies.
ladies' vests and hoodies. But that's beside the point. As I say, we take donations towards our ministry because essentially this is, you know, the work of the God of the devil, depending who's paying more this particular week. And on this particular week, the devil had the highest rate, so this is one of the devil's songs. But nonetheless, it is a educational song. Well, the other day, I was walking home from church and stopped at the convenience store, asked the clerk for a 6-pack. What's he say? But sorry, sir, no beer on Sunday. I said, what? She said, you heard me. I said, ma'am, that's what I said. I said, have you a Bible and have you read any chapter or any verse or any other collection of words that allude in any way as to whether a man may not or may buy a beer on Sunday? She said, sir, that's the law. I said, the law of man or the law of God? She said, I'm just trying to do my job. I said, well, there's a command you may have heard. On the Sabbath, thou shalt do no work. She said, sir, you have to leave. I said, ain't you a Christian? Don't you believe Jesus turned water into wine? If he would stand behind me in this line, he might have a thing or two to say about all this no beer on Sunday. That's when she called security. Most politely, I addressed the guard. I said, the Lord gave us wine to gladden our hearts, and it may have read, and it should have gained what Ezekiel said of the virtues of grain. So explain to me, please make clear why a Christian may not buy a beer on Sunday. That's when he showed me the dog. Next Sunday, I'm praying at church. I said, Lord, let me know you by your works. Give me a sign of your great power. Let a man buy a beer any day or any hour. There's a crack of thunder, a bolt of light. And God appears all dressed in white, cracks open a can of natural light and says, son, some things don't change overnight. Some things take a little time. But meanwhile, here, have one of mine. We're just going to play 1 or 2 songs from Katie and I. Got this joint record that we're trying so hard, not to sell you, but of course to give you away free with your donation to our small ministry we have going on here. I played this song yesterday, but shit, I'm going to play it again. I don't care. This little love song, Miss Katie and I wrote a love song entitled We Ain't Proud, But We Ain't Ashamed. Real heartbreaker. Just feel like your Winfield ain't got enough romance in it. You need to pick up a Truckstop Honeymoon CD. Yeah, honestly, when the Barry White's records start sticking, that's when you need to reach for the Truckstop Honeymoon CD. That makes that set the mood right. It's make-out music for hillbillies. And this is a song entitled We Ain't Proud, But We Ain't Ashamed. Am I repeating myself, Katie?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
We ain't proud, we ain't ashamed. Is that Miss Casey Rouse? Yeah. Where am I, low? Let's see. You folks up for a few more songs for us? I got a wonderful night ahead of us, of course. Jeff and Beta coming up. Let's see.
You got your new sombrero, Mr. Jeff?
Jeff got a new hat? Shit.
That on the other
You're
one?
making the big money now. Jeff never wore a hat when he plays with me, though. Never would. Can we play a country song now? Yeah. 3 of you. That's all we need. That's fine. That song we just played and this next song is off our joint CD, Truckstop Honeymoon. The band is called Truckstop Honeymoon. Our first record is called Truckstop Honeymoon. And there is, of course, a song called Truckstop Honeymoon. And our next child will be called Truckstop Honeymoon. Child after that will be Truckstop Honeymoon the second. We'd like to get as much as we can out of each idea.
Sadie, no more cookies. I'm gonna hold this one for you, okay? I don't want you to eat all those. You're gonna get sick. Oh dear.
Switch to the goldfish. You got to learn how to
Zoned out feeding or something.
balance chemical things. As some of these folks been doing it for years. You got to consult with them.
Drink the water, okay? I'm gonna hold this one for you. You can have it later, okay? I won't eat it. I'll just hold it.
What do they put in Oreo
Over here.
cookies?
Crouching in a corner eating sugar.
All right, this is a little love song. And it goes like this. Well, I knew that I liked you. Hey, Jeff, is he gone? If he gets back in time for the solo, maybe he could play the mandolin. Well, I knew that I liked you when you answered the phone. I said, can I speak to Jerry? He said, Jerry, he ain't home. Try again later. When he gets back, I said, thank you, ma'am. Maybe I'll do that. But would you leave a message? He said, that'd be fine. I said, tell Jerry to call me when he finds the time. He said, I will. Would you still?
Well, I knew that I liked you when you came to collect the money Jerry owed you. I wrote you a check, said could you hold off cashing it for a couple of days so my paycheck can clear. You said okay, I will. Would you still?
Knew that I liked you when you came to visit, and you knocked on my door, and I said, who the hell is it?
Well, I knew that I liked you when you said, come on in. Some good kind of trouble
What's about
to begin.
Take it away, Jeff. Jeff Burke there on the man. And I knew that I liked you when Jerry showed up at the crack of dawn with with a loaded truck. He said, take all of this shit. It belongs to her. I should break your face, but I'm already late for work. But I will. He was still.
Well, I knew that I liked you when you tried not to cry, as I tried not to laugh, as I stood by your side in that ugly little room at the civil court. The judge asked if I would. Well, I said, of course, I will. And I would still.
And I knew that I liked you when you came to stay, and all your shit was piled up and getting in my way.
That I liked you when you didn't give a damn.
Some good kind of trouble was about to begin. Some good kind of trouble was about to begin. I knew that I liked you when you answered the phone. Play one more little song here. Appreciate y'all listening. Once again, it's Katie Euliss here on the one-string bass. I'm Mike West. And don't forget, like I said, we got these free gifts. If you come over and see us at the side here, free gifts for the appropriate ministry donation. And we have 2 new CDs, but we've also got fine fashion apparel. Yes, you could be looking as good as this. Wearing your very own squirrel that ain't just for breakfast anymore. Wife beater, t-shirt, or ladies tank top. This is the last sweatshirt. And it's the only long sleeve thing I got. So if it's 50 degrees tomorrow, it'll cost you $40. And if it goes up to 70, it'll be back to 20. But the t-shirts and everything, as I say, are free with a $10 donation.
And at the $15 level, you could get a CD as a gift.
Ooh. And a
if you want to go to the $25 level of donation,
is there a sticker?
Well, that's the other one. If you want, you could, for a $15 donation, get a sticker and a free CD. But that's a whole other thing.
I put an iron on patch.
And if anybody would like to babysit our 2-year-old tonight, we don't want to deal with her after all the sugar. So she's yours for $15 tonight. All right. Thank y'all for looking after her. All right, so this is a little one of these Southern Baptist drinking songs. Probably be the single song that ensures that no matter how long we play here, we will never actually play a stage here at Winfield. As long as we keep playing a song like this, I think we'll be safe. And that's fine by me. All right. There's a little gospel number entitled "Jesus Ain't Done Jack for Me." And, goes something. I don't know, it's just like when Katie and I sit down and write songs, I gotta admit, quite often the devil is at our shoulder, you know, and if we did how we both were taught, we'd say, put thee behind me, and that'd be the end of it. But the trouble is, the devil writes such catchy songs, and I, you know, we just can't resist singing them, so I'm sorry. Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you? Yeah, Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you? Well, what's all this fuss about? All this you can do. Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you?
Jesus is my landlord, he ain't done jack for me. Ain't got no hot water, no electricity. He's holding my deposit, he says my rent is due. Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you?
Yeah, Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you? Yeah, Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you? Well, what's all this fuss about? All this you can do. Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you? it yourself. I trade Jesus and all the saints for Santa's little elves. Yeah.
Jesus is my landlord, and he ain't done jack for me. Ain't got no hot water, no electricity. He's holding my deposit, says my rent is due. Jesus ain't done jack for me, what's he done for you?
Yeah, Jesus ain't done jack for me. You folks just don't go to enough tent revivals, do you?
I should have brought the snakes.
We should have brought the snakes. We usually do, but we figured they wouldn't let us in with them. But if you, there's a little more church going, you'll have this shit down. Honestly, it's the part where y'all meant to be rising up with the, or laying down, just one or the other, or at least clapping, or something. Well, Jesus ain't done jack for me. What's he done for you? Yeah, Jesus ain't done jack for me. What's he done for you? Jack for me. Appreciate y'all listening. We're Truckstop Honeymoon. Appreciate it. Jeff and Gita coming right up. Anybody's interested in a free donation, we'll be right here.
Mike had been attending the Walnut Valley Festival since 2000 on advice of Kansas music legend and co-founder of Split Lip Rayfield, Kirk Rundstrom. Mike had met Kurt on the road touring, and a friendship emerged based on their mutual vagabond spirits and love for creating and performing music. Kirk convinced Mike that this small town in south central Kansas during the third weekend of September was the place to go for any kind of acoustic musician. In 2000 and 2001, Mike and his then musical partner Michigan traveled from Louisiana up to Kansas to attend the festival. Mike and Michigan quickly became crowd favorites throughout the Pecan Grove as they performed in campsites and on both Stage 5 and our little fledgling Stage 7. In 2002, Mike and Michigan had split their musical venture, and at the last minute, Mike decided to drive to Winfield, showing up on Friday evening of the festival to perform as a solo act. Friday and Saturday sets he performed on Stage 7 in 2002 are still considered legend by our crew. And by the way, you can listen to the MP3s of these sets anytime on our high drive. This is where we store all the audio from Stage 7 performances dating all the way back to 2002. It is free to listen to and download. If interested, just browse over to the link section of the Stage 7 YouTube channel or wherever you're getting this podcast. In 2003, Mike West once again traveled to Winfield, Kansas. This time he came equipped with a guitar, banjo, mandolin, washed-up bass, a new wife, and one toddler. Pecan Grove was introduced to Katie Euliss as she was visibly towards the tail end of her pregnancy of their next child. Everyone in the Grove was excited to see Mike perform again, but I doubt anyone realized that Pecan Grove royalty was about to begin their reign.
Okay, this is another little song of Katie and I's new record. Which, because we're not selling here this afternoon, only giving away. And, for eligible donations. I was low, damn tried I met you. Now I'm in high, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling I forgot he was you. Now I'm in high, I'm travel. I never caught got loose. Now I'm eating possum puppy bad. Don't we don't got a use lane. And so I said I was low. Damn, trying to meet you. Now I'm in high, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling I forgot he was you. Now I'm in guitar solo might have been more exciting, but we went for the humming solo yesterday. Let's hear it for the humming solo. Not gonna get that at Stage 1, no sir. No humming workshops. No national humming competition, I noticed. But we're gonna make a change. old song from our new record, Katie and I's new record. This is another. We played this song yesterday, and I asked if there was anybody there who'd been on a honeymoon, and no one had. Has anybody been on a honeymoon out there? Yeah. Plenty of times. You and me both. Where? Anybody want to tell me, where did you go on your honeymoon, ma'am? Where? Jamaica? My Lord. Sense of style, yes indeed. Room 312. You, ma'am? Winfield. Oh, bless your heart. At least you won't forget your anniversary, I suppose. Miss Katie and I. What? That's where the marriage ended or where it began? Oh, both. How romantic.
Did they find the body?
Yes. Did they find the body? A valid question. Well, anyway, this is where Katie and I went for our honeymoon. Romantic and affordable. All right. Well, some folk go to Hawaii, some folk go to Vegas. What good enough for some folk ain't good enough for us. Some folk go to Rio de Janeiro. We did not. We spent our honeymoon sleeping in a truck stop parking lot. There was no heart-shaped bed in our honeymoon suite. We slept side by side in two reclined bucket seats. It weren't the Hyatt or the Holiday Inn. At a 7 a.m. checkout after a 4 a.m. check-in. It was not the rolling of the waves that kept us both up. There's the screeching of air brakes and the idling of trucks. But there wasn't 24-hour breakers, and the coffee was hot, so we spent our honeymoon sleeping in a truck stop parking lot. There was no heart-shaped bed in our honeymoon suite. We slept side by side in two reclined bucket seats. It weren't the Hyatt or the Holiday Inn. We had a 7 a.m. checkout after a 4 a.m. check-in. It was 20 miles outside Lafayette, just about 10. Maybe for our anniversary we could go there again. Sure ain't the Caribbean, but they got islands there. Fuel pumps and bug wash and 25-cent air. Well, this car is kind of cramped. There sure ain't no boat, but I'll leave flowers on the dash and a handwritten note saying how much I love you, honey. As likely as not, we spent our anniversary sleeping in a truck stop parking lot. You know, heart-shaped bed in our honeymoon suite. We sleep side by side in two reclined bucket seats. It won't be the Hyatt or the Holiday Inn. Have a 7 a.m. checkout after a 4 a.m. check-in. It won't be the Hyatt or the Holiday Inn. We'll have a 7 a.m. checkout after 4 a.m. check-in. Oh, look at that. You got the Bob the Builder.
You can do it. Yes, you can.
Well, you know what? That's a cue for a song right there. This is sort of the antidote to Bob the Builder, if you will.
Sadie, want some water?
Remember, your donations to Truckstop Honeymoon Missionaries prevent me and Katie from going back to our old jobs. Katie used to work construction, and I used to work as a line chef. And if you ever come to New Orleans for a holiday, just have to think, are you more comfortable with me playing banjo for you or me handling your food? So,
I can make a clothesline.
your donations make New Orleans a healthier place to eat. And don't forget, you do get those free gifts with a donation. What's that? These gifts. Why have I got a Band-Aid? I was bit by a bear. I did.
A little bear.
No, it's about 5 foot. Not real big. That's standing on all fours. I just faced him down. I got this little bite right here from a bear. I ain't gonna work in no building. I ain't gonna work in no building. I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. $10 West Union. Make that pussy for the children. I ain't gonna work in no building. No sir, no more.
I ain't gonna climb no ladder, no sir, no more. I ain't gonna climb no ladder, no sir, no more. I ain't gonna climb no ladder, sit on a hard swing and hammer. I ain't gonna work in no building no more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. That's $10 West Union. Make that pussy for the children. I ain't gonna work in no building. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna lay no tar. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna lay no tar. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna lay no tar. Not for the Lord, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work in no building no more. Yeah, I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work in no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. That's $10 West Union. Make that pussy for the children. I ain't gonna work in no building. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna carry no timber. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna carry no timber. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna carry no timber. Not in July, not in December. I ain't gonna work no building no more. Yeah, I ain't gonna work no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. That's $10 West Union. Make that pussy for the children. I ain't gonna work no building. No sir, no more.
I ain't watching concrete set,
No sir, no more.
I ain't watching that concrete set,
No sir, no more.
I ain't watching concrete set. When I get to Alaska, I'll play Alaska, but I ain't working on no building no more.
Yeah, I ain't gonna work no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I ain't gonna work no building. Not for you, not for the Lord. I see down. Let's make that pussy for the children. I ain't gonna work no building. No sir, no more. I ain't gonna work no building no more. All right. Very class, very class. Yeah, sure. I say a little happy birthday to our good friend. One more tune, right? Two more tunes. All right. We're going to do two little songs here, and then Jeff and Vita coming right up to rock your world. And I want to say happy birthday to Johanna. Johanna, are you up there? Kirk was meant to say happy birthday, but he forgot. And he said for me to tell you happy birthday from him. He would be here himself.
But he's not.
This is another little song we played yesterday of Katie and I's new record, Truckstop Honeymoon. That's our band name.
Oh, yeah!
We made it kind of a short record because we weren't sure quite how much Truckstop Honeymoon anybody could stand. So you got to let us know, and next one we'll make longer if you like it. If you don't, we'll make it shorter. And,
But it'll cost the same.
It's one of the songs out there that's a little, I thought I'd try and write a Hank Williams style protest song. You might think Hank Williams wasn't really a protest singer, but let's face it, nobody did more whining than Hank. So this is a Hank Williams style protest song. I wanna wreck your car, bust your hair, tip your shopping cart. But don't think, honey, I'll stop there. Well, that's just where I start. I wanna burn your kitchen, flood your bathroom, then unplug your refrigerator. So your milk turns sour and your ice cream melts and you won't know about it later. I wanna slam your door, stomp on the floor, make a hell of a hullabaloo. I wanna teach your daughter electric guitar, then show her the 12-bar blues. I wanna steal your stuff, then bring it back, just so you know I did it. I wanna kick your cat, wear your hat, even though I don't fit it. I wanna wreck your car, brush your hair, tip your shopping cart. I don't think, honey, I'll stop there, that's just where I start. I wanna burn your kitchen, flood your refrigerator. So your milk turns sour and your ice cream melts. You won't know about it later. Can't wait, yeah. In your coffee cups and beer cans under your couch. And everywhere you look, there'll be fifths and quarts, just in case I run out. I'll run the flag up your pole, just so your neighbors know where I stand, an American with no place much to go. I wanna wreck your car, much the hair, chip your shopping cart. But don't think, honey, I'll stop there, but that's just where I start. I wanna burn your kitchen, plug your bathroom, and unplug your refrigerator. So your milk turns sour and your ice cream melts. You won't know about it till later. Say it one more time, Tip. Now is there any rhyme or reason to these things I do? Is it out of meanness, or out of spite, or out of love for you? Well, baby, it ain't everybody that I treat this way. Well, honey, what can I say? Must be a lucky day. I wanna wreck your car, wash your hair, tip your shopping cart. But don't think, honey, I'll stop there. That's just where I start. I wanna burn your kitchen, plug your bathroom, and unplug your refrigerator. So your milk turns sour and your ice cream melts. You won't know about it till later. I wanna wreck your car, wash your hair, tip your shopping cart. But don't think, honey, I'll stop there. But that's just where I start. Hey, honey, I'll stop there. But that's just where I start.
In 2004, Truckstop Honeymoon returned to the Walnut Valley Festival with a new album. This seemed to be the theme for the next several years. New year, new CD. They were so prolific with their releases, each year they brought a new batch of songs with their quirky take on life, love, family, friends, pets, enemies, and or death. Mostly death. A lot of death songs. But the subject matter was usually just the jumping off point for the witty writing and storytelling. In 2004, Mike, Katie, and their 2 children still lived in the lower 9th Ward in New Orleans. They lived right by the levee and had a chicken coop out back. Mike's home recording studio continued to be busy, not only with Truckstop Honeymoon, but with other musicians as well. One of the wonderful things that happened as a result of Mike attending the Walnut Valley Festival was the connections made with the local Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Texas musicians from the area. Many traveled the long distance down to New Orleans to record at the 9th Ward Pecan Parlor. It was also at this time that Truckstop Honeymoon began to tour extensively around the country, performing wherever they could. The entire family and instruments would get packed in their small station wagon and hit the road. One memory from 2004 I remember, Mike and Katie typically camped in the Pecan Grove near the 14th Street Bridge with Camp Somewhere Else. For those that are unfamiliar, it is quite a distance from their campsite to Stage 7, especially if you have multiple instruments and children in tow. They chose to drive their station wagon down to our campsite to make it easier to transport everything. Stage 7 is located in the southern Pecan Grove, situated between the low road and the tree line by the Walnut River. There is a fire lane that runs down the tree line to allow emergency vehicles access to anyone camping in that area. Mike parked the station wagon off this fire lane behind the stage. Now, someone from a neighboring campsite accidentally backed their truck into Mike and Katie's station wagon, busting their taillight and causing some minor damage. Some of our crew witnessed the accident, and as the truck was about to continue to back out and drive off, Mike came walking up to the driver with banjo in hand and said with a stern voice, "That's my car, friend." Now, if you've ever seen Mike West perform, he can get very animated with his facial expressions and can project his booming voice with ease. And he's got a lot of bass in that voice. And he has very, very intense eyes, especially in the middle of a fiery song. And it was with this particular set of eyes that he engaged the driver of the truck. You know, everything worked out fine in the end, but we learned that day that even though he's a skinny man of medium stature, you don't mess with Mike West. Oh, yeah, and in the following years, they depended on fellow campers with golf carts for their transportation needs across the Pecan Grove.
We live downwind from the refinery. We got a little brick house with a banana tree. And don't find a place to raise a family than downwind from the refinery. Well, this house was built back in '63. It was built on a slab like a house ought to be. Not like them wooden shacks you see upwind from the refinery. Life was short, sweet and free, downwind from the refinery. My health is what it should be. That's what my doctor say to me. And I say why? He says see ya downwind from the refinery. Downwind. Now my dad never knew this kind of luxury. I invite him over so he can see his boy done good. Just look at me living downwind from the refinery. Well, I got a little boat to take out to sea when I ain't working for the company. My brother, his 3 boys and me, we catch them fish and set them free. Drink Kool-Aid and iced tea and sail back to the refinery. Life is short, sweet and free, downwind from the refinery. My health ain't what it should be. That's what my doctor say to me. And I say why? And he said see ya downwind from the refinery. Downwind. Yeah, downwind from the refinery. Downwind. And don't find a place to raise a family downwind from the refinery. Everybody don't know we're Truckstop Honeymoon, and this is called the music of love we're playing here. It's make-out music. Hillbilly make-out music, but make-out music nonetheless. And I'm sure if you're already feeling the warmth of romance come upon you. Don't worry, it's normal. It happens every show. But mostly we just play songs that Miss Katie and I make up, but this here little song we didn't make up. It's written by a fellow called Joe Hill. Anybody know who Joe Hill was? Anybody? Yes.
Any communists
Wait.
here tonight?
Joe Hill ain't dead. Yes, Joe Hill. He was yes, any communist here tonight? Come on.
Where's in the
It does,
black
Katie.
flag?
All right. Joe Hill was a good old-fashioned American anarchist back in the early days of the labor movement. And
So he wrote this song while he was waiting to be executed for murdering a guy. It's kind of a love song. There are women of many descriptions in this queer world, as everyone knows. Some are living in beautiful mansions, wearing the finest of clothes. There are blue-blooded queens and princesses with charms and diamonds and pearls. But the only thoroughbred lady is a rebel girl. That's a rebel girl. That's a rebel girl. To the working class, she is a precious pearl. She brings courage and pride and joy to the rebel boy. We've had girls before, we need some more for the industrial workers of the world. God's great divide and freedom with a rebel girl. Her hands may be hardened from labor, and her dress may not be very fine, but a heart and her bosom is beating that is true to her class and her time. And the crafters in terror are trembling when her spite in defiance she hurls. That the only thoroughbred lady is a rebel girl. That's a rebel girl. That's a rebel girl. To the working class, she's a precious girl. She brings courage and pride and joy to the rebel boy. We've had girls before, and we need some more for the industrial workers of the world. God's great divide, freedom with a rebel girl. Get it right there.
She's a precious girl. She brings courage and pride and joy to evermore. We've had girls before, and we need some more for the industrial workers of the world. That's great to find freedom with a rebel girl. It's great to find freedom with a rebel girl. Which what? 2000cc Hall. Oh yeah. How's that one? I listen to old Wilma Knoll, sing about the old folks back home. I thought of mine, oh, a good recall. Wish moo-moos and house shoes, wet nails and cigarettes, hair rollers, ravioli in a can. TV soaps and horoscopes and diet cokes and Nicorettes. Mama always saying how she'll never find a man. Yeah, Mama's always saying how she'll never find a man.
Well, Bill Monroe, he sang real pretty about how he the country and the city. Ain't much I miss about the place where I was born.
Moo-moos and house shoes, wet nails and cigarettes, hair rollers, ravioli in a can. TV soaps and horoscopes and diet cokes and Nicorettes. Mama always saying how she'll never find a man. Yeah, Mama's always saying how she'll never find a man. Now we get home every now and again, checking on mom and them. Nothing ever seems to change, it's always much the same. It's moo-moos and house shoes, wet nails and cigarettes, hair rollers, ravioli in a can. TV soaps and horoscopes, diet cokes and Nicorettes. Mama always saying how she'll never find a man. It's moo-moos and house shoes, wet nails and cigarettes, hair rollers, ravioli in a can. And TV soaps and horoscopes, diet cokes and Nicorettes. Mama always saying how she'll never find a man. Yeah, Mama's always saying how she'll never find a man.
Plan to sleep.
Kirk Lundstrom, also available for babysitting, child
Care
mind,
extraordinaire.
au pair,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
the new face. Oh honey, it's the au pair.
Working Mother magazine. I can put that with a
Is that Eric? Hey, put your tires here. Well, we should do the title song from our record, Miss Katie. Can we do that?
Here, let's do it.
This is a new album, which we have to give away at the side here, as ever. Is
We're full of constellation prizes.
Constellation Prize.
Yeah. Parting gifts.
That old Caller education is shining through, honey. So we all in a Christmassy mood?
Everybody brought their sleigh
Sleigh bells.
bells. If you didn't, just jangle your keys. You'll get
Yeah,
it. You'll see
if you
what
don't have keys, just grab some of the broken glass at the behind our car and that's what you do. Ready? Hey. 3, 4. It's Christmas in Ocala, underneath the mistletoe, with your sister's boyfriend and your sister don't know. He's got a pretty smile and a fresh can of chew, and if he's got a dip in, he ain't kissing you.
the boys say it's gonna freeze. So you turn your sprinkler on. So when you wake up
Beautiful. Oh, don't stop now. Westminster's Boys Choir comes in right here. Let's see. Beautiful. Lovely. Now you're home for the holidays and everything's swell. But if your stepmother starts shaking, go straight to hell. Now it's Christmas in Ocala underneath the mistletoe with your sister's boyfriend and your sister don't know. He's got a pretty smile and a fresh can of chew. And if he's got a dip in, he ain't missing you. Everybody, it's Christmas in Ocala underneath the mistletoe with your sister's boyfriend and your sister don't know. He's got a pretty smile and a fresh can of chew. And if he's got a dip in, he's got a dip in. If he's got a dip in, he ain't kissing you. Miss Katie, give these folks some relief for me croaking in. Okay, this is one of them love songs.
A little love song.
It's kind of a quiet one.
It will be even more quiet. If you ever betray my trust, I will play you like a hare, hang you over my door, so that all who enter there know never to betray my trust. If you phone a lover, I will hear of it. Be sure you'll regret you ever boasted when I nail you to my door. If you ever betray my trust, I will play you like a hare, hang you over my door, so that all who enter there know never to betray my trust. The path of righteous love is as narrow as it is straight. You may err, lose your way, but darling, tell me, don't you wait. If you ever betray my trust, I will flay you like a hare, hang you over my door, so that all who enter there know never to betray my trust.
In August of 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, causing insurmountable damage and devastation across the city. Now, it wasn't so much the hurricane as it really was the levee breach that caused the damage and devastation. The levee was breached just behind the house where Mike and Katie and their children lived and flooded the 9th Ward, along with many other areas of the city. Luckily, Truckstop Honeymoon were touring at the time and were already outside of the city when Katrina struck. They had already taken the time to batten down some hatches, I believe. It was an extremely stressful time, full of doubt and sadness for the family as their home city was evacuated and the tragedy unfolded on television. They could only sit and watch as images showed their neighborhood submerged underwater and people everywhere scrambling to escape or be rescued. Kirk Runstrom reached out and invited Mike, Katie, and the family to stay with him and his family in Wichita, Kansas during this time. So Mike, Katie, and the kids stayed with the Runstrom family between Katrina in August and Winfield in September. They arrived in Winfield amidst confusion and turmoil, not knowing what was to happen to their home, their neighbors, their friends, or where they're even going to live next. Luckily, for us anyway, they put all that aside and performed 4 amazing sets of music that day.
Hey, welcome back to Kansas. I'm glad you're here. I really am.
We missed you!
Yes, we did. It's been a year almost.
I'm just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues. I'm at a black and white ball, wearing brown shoes. Nothing I do, good enough for you. I'm just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues. Well, I met you at a party with your hoity-toity friends. You'd rather handle snakes than shake hands with them. You pick me up, but you don't know where I've been. Well, I was working on a road gang when I was 16. I got dirt under my nails, it'll never come clean. Just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues. Had a black and white ball, wearing brown shoes. Nothing I do is good enough for you. I'm just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues.
Well, I saw you across the room, you were looking pretty cute. You were all dressed up in your Armani suit. Got a little closer, how was I to know?
What you done, man?
I don't know. That you smell like a barnyard, get you like a goat. Your $100 drawers was held up with rope. Just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues. And a black and white ball, wearing brown shoes. Nothing you do gonna sell me on you.
You're the white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues.
Let's hear all those 5 strings, bud. Oh yeah, I love it when you do that.
We ain't so different,
Me and you,
my neck ain't so red.
my blood ain't so blue. In a different world, we might get along great.
Now ain't the time, here ain't the place. I'm just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues. And a black and white ball, wearing brown shoes. Nothing I do is good
Gonna sell me on you.
I'm just a white-collar worker with a,
He's just a white-collar worker with a.
just a white-collar worker with a blue-collar blues.
Look, you got your guitar
I
back.
got my guitar. Miss Grace is on that. We're gonna play a couple more old songs, and then Grayson Capps is one of the most wonderful singers and songwriters in New Orleans. Will be playing after us, so don't go nowhere.
To the bathroom? To the bathroom?
Okay, you can go to the bathroom, but you gotta come right back. We missed you. It looks like we're moving to Wichita.
Yeah. The lightning struck. Studio will be open.
I'm happy.
We moved as close to the barrio as we could, just because it was where we feel comfortable. You have to write songs about the barrio instead of the hood. All right, this is a little request.
Go to the barrio. Is that good?
That's a good start. If anybody don't know, it's Miss Katie Euliss here in the place.
Good, son. Your mama's moving back to the hood.
Mother dear,
What?
have you gone mad? The hood's got worse, and they were always bad. Take my advice, it's real nice forgotten how you'd complain
Not me.
about that hooker who lived next door and dealt cocaine.
Such a nice girl.
Now you change your mind, it's all fine. You say you miss it, but she's still here. You can always visit.
But I can't walk to a corner store. Never met whoever lives next door. They don't make a peep, they give me the creeps. I can't sleep, I miss my peeps.
Oh, baby.
I do. Their mama's moving back to the hood.
The place I live is too quiet. If you think you like it, you should try. Dial 911 just to hear someone, and that ain't good.
Son,
Your mama's moving back
to the hood.
Katie Euliss.
Yeah, guys. Thank you. Man, kid, go backward.
Abraham tried to kill his son. God told him to. And he would have done, but you ain't God. I ain't Abraham. No child of mine. Gonna die for the oil man. No child of mine. No child of mine. I will sacrifice. No child of mine. It's too high a price to pay for. Nothing but a ribbon. Hang upon my door. Now you raise that flag like it's yours alone. But one of them stars is where I make my home, Louisiana. You can paint it red, but her heart is blue. Let me repeat what I said. No child of mine. No child of mine. I will sacrifice. No child of mine. It's too high a price to pay for. Nothing but a ribbon. Hang upon my door. I've seen courage, and I've seen dying, and I've seen righteousness. But on holy line, I know the difference. And I'll take the time, teach that difference. For every child of mine, no child of mine,
No child of mine.
no child of mine,
Child of mine.
I will sacrifice. No child of mine, it's too high a price to pay for. Nothing but a ribbon. Hang upon my door. Not like the other ones. Mama cried when Frank Sinatra died. She wept for days with no no blue eyes passed away. It's like a death in the family. She only had the one LP, but she played it constantly, and it drove us all insane. When Mama sang along to all them Tin Pan Alley songs, and she'd get the words all wrong, but it didn't really matter, just made it sort of shatter. It's such a shame how Mama cried when Frank Sinatra died. Good a reason as any other, as if they had been lovers a long, long time ago. Yeah, as far as I know, never even thought a show. But all the same, her tears, they were real, and her grief, it was sincere, and it came from a deep place, beyond reason, beyond mind, without name. Yeah, Mama cried like I never saw Mama cry before. That's not exactly true. She cried a lot for you, and Richard Burton too. It was all that she could do to ease the pain. She smoked cigarettes in bed, drank Kahlua as she read everything the paper said. She believed every word. Now it seems sort of absurd how Mama cried when Frank Sinatra and her tears, they were real, and the grief, it was sincere, and it came from a deep place, beyond reason, beyond right, without name. Yeah, Mama cried when Frank Sinatra died. Miss Katie, why don't you sing one of your family value numbers? No, the other one.
Oh, that one.
All the children are crying.
Are all of them crying?
I don't know. How's Sadie doing there? Is she okay?
Vegas probably just got a soggy and wet
No
night
beer on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do that.
because of
I want to know what she's supposed to do with your seeds.
We'll send that to you. But first,
something else. Are there anybody, people that are women that are married here? To each other or someone else? No. Okay.
two. You.
There's two? Okay. Well, this is a song for you ladies.
At least 3.
At least 3.
I'm married to me.
That song, if you're married to me, that's good.
Hey, they go home, get breakfast and dinner.
You got this. Now, this song does have a trumpet section in it, and you're just going to have to make that part up yourself.
Do you remember, or have you forgotten? Must I remind you? I would rather not, but if I must, then by God I will. Let me refresh your memory. I am still the woman you married. And don't you forget it. But my guitar's loud, I'm angry and proud, and you will regret it if you think I'll be what I never was. Can't make Betty Crocker from a Seattle punk rocker. Why? Well, because I like speed and cocaine and good red wine. And lately I'm sober too much of the time.
but the devil is in me. And he's had his fill. And when he breaks free, you're going to see that I am still the woman you married. I ain't changed a bit. For all the children I've carried, I'm the badass who married. If I had still been. Do you remember, or have you forgot?
I guess I forgot.
Must I remind
You
you?
better remind me.
I would rather not,
I'd rather you not.
but if I must,
I guess you must.
then by God I will.
Now, here it comes.
Let me refresh your memory. I am still the woman you married. The woman you married. For all the children I've carried, the hatchets I've buried, I'm the woman you married. The woman you married.
That's how I play a couple more songs. We're going to play a couple songs from my brand new record. Said that you like? You said that you liked me, babe. Knew it was the truth. Got thrown out of the Waffle House for making out in the booth.
Waitress took our order, 2 eggs scrambled, whole grits. Hash browns scattered, smothered, is that all? Yeah, that's it. Maybe it was coffee, maybe the half and half. All your lines were working on me, like no made me laugh.
When you said you liked me, I knew it was the truth. We got thrown out of the Waffle House, making out in the booth. Put $1 in the jukebox, pick some Otis and some Ray. Didn't even notice the waitress clear that plates away. And your hair and smell of fried bacon, jealous they touched mine. And the coffee refills kept me coming, they were flowing like wine. When you said you liked me, knew it was the truth. Got thrown out of the Waffle House, making out in the booth. Hey, we get the Manager came over, stand aside our way. We had money in the jukebox, 2 songs left to play. We bad and bleeding, but she would not let us stay.
Now the thing about the Waffle House is that they're the same everywhere. It don't matter where you go, they all got that special atmosphere.
I don't know what keeps us coming back, cause it sure ain't the food. I think all that yellow poster readers puts us in the mood. Cause when you say you like me, I know it is the truth. We get thrown out of the Waffle House, making out in the booth. We get thrown out of the Waffle House, making out in the booth.
None of these songs are real songs, folks.
I am tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Tired of rednecks, white bread and blue jeans, tin and stars, strip mall bars, and all that high country 'tis the bullshit they shovel me straight from Capitol Hill. I am mad. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad at myself mostly for listening too closely to some conversation about Super Bowl and the Nation of Islam. God damn, I am bored. Yes, I'm bored. I'm bored of that song you sing about the price of freedom. Ching, 59 cents with a soda. See, I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious when you pin Old Glory to the lapel of your latest story. Don't tell me, 'cause I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Tired of rednecks, white bread and blue jeans, tin and stars, and strip mall bars, and all that. My country, 'tis the bullshit they shovel me straight from Capitol Hill. Yes, I am wrong. I'm wrong, but I'm alright with that. You can beat me up with a softball bat, wrap me up in a paper bag, and draw on it an American flag, 'cause I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. Tired of rednecks, white bread and blue jeans, gin and stars, strip mall bars, and all that. My country, 'tis the bullshit they shovel me. I says my country, 'tis the bullshit they shovel me. Yeah, my country, 'tis the bullshit they shovel me straight from Capitol Hill.
Over the first 3 years that Truckstop Honeymoon attended the Walnut Valley Festival, they brought a new album each time. 2003 was their self-titled album, Truckstop Honeymoon. 2004, they brought Christmas in Ocala. And 2005, they gave us Delivery Boy. Their album output would slow slightly in the next few years, but soon both Mike and Katie would become a huge part of the music and art scene in and around Lawrence, Kansas. The Ninth Ward Pick-and Parlor would also become the go-to studio for an entire genre of folk and root center music in the Midwest. Along the way, their family would continue to grow and flourish as well. Well, that about wraps up Volume 1 with the best of Truckstop Honeymoon on Stage 7 in the Pecan Grove. Stay tuned for Volume 2, where we continue the story of Truckstop Honeymoon, reviewing the years 2006 through 2008. Until the next ring of the banjo, strum of the guitar, ting of the mandolin, of the audience, and of the guy puking over in the tree line, we shall all be reunited. And finally, please support your local street jams.
It's on. It just.
That happens.
Yes. It's an issue in some places. Mind over matter. It is.